Hello, we are here with Dan Johnson, the one and only drummer from many bands.
Super nice to meet you, man. How you doing?
Yes, it's an honor.
You guys too, man. Thanks for having me on.
So we got so many questions of you, and we would like to start off with how many bands are you actually in?
Well, about a few active ones right now, and I just I pick up freelance work when I can and all that, but I don't want to try not to commit to too much, so then I'm not like leaving someone hanging or whatever. But I got about 3 or 4 active groups right now, so keeps me pretty busy.
So you want to tell us who they are?
Well, they I play with a country singer named J.D. Edwards and a band called Soundmankillz. They're a metal band from Phoenix area out here. A band called play with a bunch of various groups like the Bayou Bandits, and I got a couple new projects coming out that I can't wait to tell everyone about, but I can't really. They're kind of hush-hush right now, but we'll have new music coming out soon. So.
All right, excellent. So how do you? Okay,
yeah. Speaking of those projects, how do you find time for them?
Just hardly ever hardly ever get any time for anything else. Just got to keep at it. But it's trying to schedule practice schedule and stuff like that. It gets pretty difficult, but. Nowadays, everyone sends their music back and forth, on just computers and files and stuff. So it's a little easier to send stuff back and forth, ideas and everything. So I'm actually working with these guys in Kansas City, and we're just sending stuff back and forth now, and it's really cool how get a song done that way.
Yeah. So when you go on tour and everything, how do you remember all the songs, all your beats, everything for so many bands? Are you a computer?
That's it's muscle memory. I like by the time you go on the road, you should have it already muscle memory. You know what I mean? It should already be just so that way you don't have to think about it. I don't want to change stuff up. Each night I want it to be the same every night. You know what I mean? Just personally, but and I like it to a click. I prefer playing to a click, so it kind of keeps it easy.
Got it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so. I know you said you can't talk about too much, but what can you talk about? What are we expecting in the future as far as videos, tours, albums?
Tours will pick up. Albums will be out first. I got some new music coming out with some guys. I've been working with one of the guys, and I can talk about this. I've been working with one of the guys in Puddle of Mud. He was on the Come Clean record, and him and I got some solo stuff coming out, and. There's a group called Gods from Kansas City I've been working with, Jesse Saint, and keep on the lookout for new music from that too. So I got authorized to say that. It's all right.
So you're working with Puddle of Mud. Yeah, that's a big band.
The guitar player from yeah.
Okay,
and,
so go ahead.
No, he's got a solo band called Against All Will, and that's he released music under that name, and so now we're just kind of redoing the second album for that group. I just was out in Kansas City tracking it for him, and then I got some other studio projects going on here in Phoenix, and I just kind of do the working drummer thing a lot too. I play a lot of casinos and country bars and just whatever rodeos. It's crazy the random gigs you get. So
listen, that's awesome. You obviously love playing drums. So at what age did you get started, and when did you realize you wanted to play the drums?
I was a kid, elementary school, and then I started playing through high school, and then when I was a teenager, I really fell in love with it, and then when I did marching band drumline, the whole time, and then that was really beneficial. And then when I went on my first tour when I was 22, then I knew I'd never looking back.
Yeah, because we can tell you're dedicated to it because every single person we've talked to says you have to be 100% into the business to keep up with this. You have 4 or 5 different bands. That's insane.
Trying, and it's been a cool transition period, and so I'm excited for the new endeavors, musically, and just playing with new people and things like that, and just kind of branching out and getting out of my comfort zone a little bit. That's what that's what I'm looking forward to, and then this upcoming year. So
cool. So you said you played in the marching band, right? Or marching band or the drum roll? What is it called?
Drumline.
Drumline.
Yeah.
So when you got your first band, did you get noticed through your first band, or did it take you many, many, many years to become noticed?
It took me some years, and like I got fortunate enough to like joining Head's band. You know, I worked with the producer and previously, and so just years later we happened to meet up, and he was producing Head's record, and that's how I got. So it was just kind of like one of those, right place, right time things. But it took me, some years to get there. But fortunately, I was able to start playing with him at age 22, and then just start off with a bang.
Yeah. All right. Go.
Yeah.
Get Head from Korn. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
He, do you still keep in contact with him and everything? Are you guys still friends? You text?
Yeah, we text, and like, every time we try to meet up in the same city, but that rarely happens. So, and like, even when we were in the band together, we would talk to him a lot. He would text us from the back of the van, and like just, like he was just, he just kind of kept to himself, but so it's just like, different.
Yeah, he seems like a very funny guy anyway, so I can see him
so he's awesome, yeah.
But it is nice to see you guys, like, at least keep in touch. That is appealing. So,
oh, yeah.
Memorable tour stories. What do you got?
Man, there's such great ones especially with like Brian's band, because we went out with Korn a lot. So, and that was just like, unreal. But, it's too hard to list. There's so many amazing, tour stories. I mean, if I had to pick a favorite, I guess I would have to say, the Red tours we were doing, they're called Winter Jam, and those are my favorite. If I had to pick a favorite tour, that'd be probably my favorite.
But do you have a most memorable moment? Like,
did someone ever throw a tomato at you?
Yeah, someone threw a tomato at you. You fell out of a bed.
Beer bottles, I'm sure, have been thrown before. That's had to have happened a couple times. I've ripped my jeans climbing up on the stage. I've had. I remember one time I was playing in front of Vinnie Paul, my hero and stuff, and I had a chain wallet, and I insisted on wearing it, and it got stuck in the drum riser, and I got stuck there. I was like, so embarrassed because I was like, just made a complete fool of myself in front of him.
And that was your idol.
Yeah, pretty much. But, we're actually kind of boring guys. So now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I don't have any really crazy stories to tell these guys. That's terrible.
Listen, not everyone's a rock star, right?
Yeah. Well, listen, I do want you to know it is very cool for me personally to be able to talk to someone that I've listened to their music for like years. I've heard you play, and now I'm talking to you. That's sick to me.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. I appreciate you saying that. That's cool.
Yeah, we've seen all your videos with Love and Death, and we always thought you were an amazing drummer. And when you followed us, we were like, oh my God, Dan Johnson followed. That's so awesome.
Awesome.
So, it was great. And so like can we go back to Love and Death? Is that okay?
Sure, of course. Yeah.
All right. So when you were making that album, how much time did you put into videos?
It's funny at that time too. Like the videos, I didn't really understand them at the time because I was like, oh, I hate making music videos, whatever. I just want to play the songs. And like, now I look back and I'm like, I really actually love those videos. And they're actually a lot of fun. And so the videos take a long time. Like they're like, like long days, but it's count on at least a week of just all day and night. It's a really meticulous process.
Starts in the very early morning and it runs into...
Goes all the way. It doesn't stop. Yeah, they don't stop working. So...
that's crazy. So when you're on tour, is it, whatever tour it is, do you feel like you never see your home?
It's always a nice surprise. I don't expect to. But like when we go through Phoenix, and I'm always like, I get pumped about that, and it's been a couple of years now, since I've been to come through here on a tour, so hopefully that'll happen again soon. But playing at home is always, can be stressful too, because you're trying to make it, impress people you got coming out and do shows, whatever. But get your family coming out to the show and like all that. But I like to treat it like another, just a normal stop.
Absolutely, absolutely, 100%. So, what's your favorite genre if you had this have one? Like, what do you think your style of music is when you play?
I definitely like playing heavy-handed hard rock, but I like. I'm a huge country guy now. I love country just as much.
No, I'm a little disappointed.
Yeah, I know. I know it, buddy. But I actually fallen in love with it. So, and I like the new country because it's like playing rock anyway. But yeah, heavy hitting hard rock, and something about just ripping through a double kick pedal though. I mean, that's always the best.
Yeah, yeah. So who's some of your favorite country singers, artists?
I'm gonna say it, and I get a lot of grief, but I don't care. I love these guys. I love Florida Georgia Line. I like Dustin Lynch.
Mhm.
I like all these guys. But Luke Combs is pretty good. I just played a show with we were on the same bill as Morgan Wallen, and he was pretty interesting. He was kind of put on a good show.
Okay, now who would you say is your favorite rock and roll band, or ones you listen to?
Right now, I have been blown away by this band called Volumes. They're it's just really great, just hardcore with just big choruses and just big breakdowns and stuff. And I love that stuff. Mm-hmm. So Volumes, Dayseeker, they're good. I mean, I listen to a lot of that stuff. I Prevail is always good.
So, is there anything from other bands or stuff like that that you try to incorporate whenever you're playing the drums?
Oh, yeah, like taking inspiration from other guys. Yeah, every single thing. Pretty much, I like that. I'm taking that idea. I'm taking that stick trick or something.
Sure. So, who are some of the most famous bands that you have played with on the big stage?
Well, like I said, we do the Korn Hell Yeah runs, and we played with Rammstein. That's probably one of my most favorite bands I've seen in all my life. Like, they were unmatched so far. I mean, they were incredible. So that was cool being able to play with them, and they really put on a show. It humbles you because you're like, man, our show will never be that good. You know what I mean? Like, their show's amazing. So
yeah, I've seen them 6 times, and
nice.
They put on a great show. I've seen Korn 18 times.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm a big fan of Brian Head Welch, and huge. So when you who else? You said you played with Flaw, right? You got how many other bands?
2017. Yeah, I was playing for Flaw in 2017, and I had a blast with them. You know what I liked about playing with them is they play every night of the week, and I like that. They go out and it's 7 days a week on their tours. And I loved that. I loved that about it. We were just in a abandoned trailer, and it was so much fun. Mm-hmm. It was.
Do you have any tours coming up?
So a lot of regional stuff right now, just 3 and 4 day weekend type deals. That's how a lot of these shows have been going lately. So I'm just kind of sticking with that until the winter time, and then head back out. So wintertime, look out for new dates. Yeah.
The Bayou Bandits show is that was May 13th. That just passed.
Yeah, they're cool. They got a cool Southern rock thing going on. Like they, nice indie style. Kind of like the new thing out here. So.
We always say if you come out here and you end up in New York, we will go to see the show, or at least we'll try to.
Yes, I'm due for a trip back up there, man. I am.
So so if you had one thing to say to drummers trying to get into the business, what would you give them advice?
Don't get caught up on what everyone else is doing. Just keep doing what you're doing, but it takes day in and day out practice. That's what I do know. It's you don't get days off, and you're not gonna every day you're not playing a gig. You need to be practicing. You need to be doing something. It's like that kind of deal. Because these new guys are coming up now, and they're getting better and better. It's got to stay up on it. But persistence. That's all. I guess.
Well, I'm noticing a lot on Instagram and stuff. I'm noticing 5-year-olds, 7-year-olds. You got Austin, this kid Austin. He's 11 years old. They're they're taking over the freaking industry right now.
I know it. These videos are coming out. They're insane.
Yeah, I'm wondering if a lot of it is computer edited, I guess, because with these little kids, it seems like they're just playing way too good for their age.
Right. Who knows? And they make these programs that you can't even tell. They sound so good, so it's you never really can tell.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I hear you.
Every time we see it, it makes us feel like we suck.
Yeah. Yep.
That's fine. So anyway, I think we went through all the questions. The answers were great. Thank you so very much for joining us
Thank
today.
you, man.
You know,
Man, I appreciate you guys having me back on. And like, I'd love to do something again in the future when I got some more finalized stuff coming out, and then we can have more like albums to push.
Absolutely.
well, we would love for you to play live. A drum beat on our page. That,
yeah,
that would be pretty cool.
yeah, that's
Now
cool.
you know. Don't say we didn't warn you.
Yes. I love it, man. Yeah, I'll do that.
Awesome. I'm glad you joined us. Thank you so much for taking your time. It really does mean a lot, and I hope you share our stuff, and we will definitely share your stuff. So, thank you. We're going to do our outro now, and you
All right.
join us.
All right.
All right.
There's gonna be a cue. Don't worry. Remember to hit that like, subscribe button, and tell us down in the comment section below who else you want to see on the channel. And press the next subscribe button to get notified
Every time
we upload a video. Dan, thank you so much for coming onto the channel. It seriously means a lot, like I said. And like that, I'm Son.
And I'm Father. And you
You
are?
Dan Johnson.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, rock
Rock
on.
on.